Folks, Mario's 40th anniversary is right around the corner, and today we predict what might be in Nintendo's announcement presentation about the anniversary. Welcome to the Mario Matter, your favorite Nintendo podcast. I'm your host, Nintendo Switch 2 YouTuber EmSwizzle, and it's a great day to be alive. It's the end of August. September is around the corner. Football's coming up. It's all good stuff, but I'm sure you're asking me, what is on today's show? Well, I will give you the preview. First things first, we go over Nintendo news from the past week, a brand new Nintendo DLC release. We have some big rumors, we dive into all of that. After that, we dive into our predictions for the Mario's 40th Direct. We got some spicy ones. Then we answer your questions during the question block Q&A segment at the end of all of that. And our guest today, folks, is none other than Landon from Nin10doland, the Nintendo-focused YouTube channel. Landon covers all sorts of Nintendo news, rumors, when a new game drops. He's got some coverage on it, and some other cool videos all mixed in. With over 370,000 subscribers, he joins us today. He's a great guy. His third time on the show. Let's not waste your time, and let's get right to it.
Welcome to the Mario Matter, the #1 Nintendo podcast.
Landon, your third time on the Mario Matter. How's it going?
It's going great. Thanks for having me back again.
Of course, man. We got, this is a time, we're getting close to September, where Mario's 40th is coming up. I know you're a big Mario guy, so we'll talk about that. That's our main topic for today. But first things first, I want to dive into some Nintendo news with you. We got a couple things to dive into. Some Kirby, some rumor, all this good stuff. First thing, though, I want to talk about, and I'm sure you've seen this, we can talk about it. There's a rumor flying around as our first piece of news for a Nintendo Direct on September 12th. Now, this info comes from VGC and SwitchForce. Do you know who first reported it? Because you're more in touch with the news than I am.
Oh, I believe it was SwitchForce. That's the one I was seeing him hint at it a lot on Twitter.
Gotcha. And by the way, SwitchForce, some people will hear that and roll their eyes. This guy's on a generational run. I mean, didn't he predict that Indie World, right? He got that. It's not a big thing, but he got that right. And then was it something else or what?
It's just it's weird too, because he does he was really upset about the whole I think it was the beat 'em ups leak or whatever that was. Him doing that the little test to see if the rumor was right or whatever, and he was like, nope, I'm not gonna do that to you guys. I'm gonna be real honest if I ever get anything, and he never leaks anything. So for him to come out and say I have information on this indie world, he had it right. So I'm like, you know what? I believe him right now. Right.
And he's being very bold. So SwitchForce put out a tweet. He said something like, Nintendo tried to dial 911, but they dialed 912. 912 obviously meaning September 12th. That's a tease. VGC, did VGC, listen, I should be more prepared, but I'm rusty, okay? But did VGC say September Direct or September 12th Direct?
They just said September, I believe. I think most of the rumors in general said just the second week of September. I think he's the only one saying the 12th for sure.
Yeah, and let's talk about that 12th date, because SwitchForce said it's on a day that you won't expect. The 12th is a Friday, and I don't know if there's ever been a Direct on a Friday, at least not recently. Are we buying that? What occasion? I guess it's the closest thing to the Mario anniversary. Would this be a Mario Direct? I guess. I don't know.
Well, he's making it seem like for sure it's a general. So naturally in my head, I was thinking if that's the case, then maybe we would even get that Mario Direct a week earlier or something then. But it's so weird. It feels like it's true because of the recent years with Nintendo. I mean, Nintendo has been so weird with the Switch 2. They had the reveal just dropped online randomly on a Thursday morning with no lead up. So
on Donkey Kong Country Returns HD's release date, it's weird.
At this point, anything could happen. So I'm not putting it past them. They've been skipping Nintendo Directs, having presentations whenever they want. So it could happen.
Mm-hmm. Would not be shocked if it was on a Friday. It's as you said, they're doing weird things. I don't know what to buy into anymore, but we'll see. The 12th is only 2 weeks away. We'll see. So Thursday, September 11th, we should know, I guess, if they announce it the day before. if we're getting that direct. So do be in the know. Do stay tuned. We will see what happens there. The only other thing that really notable happened this week, a new Nintendo DLC dropped. Did anyone hear about this? You probably did. Kirby and the Forgotten Land plus Star-Crossed World, which is like the Switch 2 expansion pack, Switch 2 edition of Kirby and the Forgotten Land, did release on Switch 2. Landon, have you played it?
I have. I've completed it completely last night. So
Wow. Okay.
yes.
I have not. I'm going to need you to carry this conversation. It's been a busy week. What do we think? So it's $20, right? Okay.
Yes.
You played it. I want to know a couple things. How'd you like it? And is it worth it? Also, how long is it?
So most people, myself included, was about 3 hours.
Okay.
I feel like that could be a lot shorter. I mean, it was bloated for me. I went through every nook and cranny to collect everything, and that was 3 hours. So, it feels like a mini DLC. I wouldn't compare it to something like, Splatoon 2's Octo expansion, which was like a huge chunk of gameplay, or something like Breath of the Wild's DLC or anything like that. It is really smaller, contained. Remixed levels. The levels are really good, but they are just kind of remixed versions of the levels we've already played. And there's like really no new bosses outside of the ones that we've already fought, just newer versions. So it's good. It's just more, Kirby the Forgotten Land is one of my favorite games on the Switch. It's one of my favorite 3D platformers from Nintendo, but it's just more of that. So if you're just looking for some more of the game that you've already played with, not really more challenge per se. I mean, there's some extra things to add some challenge, but it just felt like small little extra levels.
Mm-hmm. What I see it as, it's $20. They're charging $10, I guess, per Switch 2 edition that performs better. I guess how I can maybe justify the price, your $10 gets your Kirby in 60 FPS, all looking good. The other 10 is 3 hours of content. I mean, when you put it like that, it's not awful, but 3 hours is kind of disappointing to hear. Like, I didn't actually hear about that until today. That's a little disappointing, huh? Is it? Do you think, or what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, because the levels, they're really good, actually. For them, I know a lot of people hear of remix levels, and they're probably thinking, that doesn't sound too exciting. But, they're really, really well remixed. I mean, they're almost new areas, and the new mouthful modes, they're really good. The ones that they already have, they reuse in really good ways. The puzzles are really, really good. I mean, they're some of the best levels in the game. But you just I wish there was more. Honestly, if there was about, I'd say with 3 hours that I played, if there was an extra maybe 2 hours, I think would have been like a 5 hour chunk of extra levels and stuff. Maybe a couple new bosses would have been perfect. But
right, that's cool. That's cool. Would you recommend it to the average Kirby and the Forgotten Land player?
If you're a Kirby fan, yes. Maybe if you're I don't know, and then don't worry about it. You're not really missing anything. You're not really missing anything with lore or story. So it just feels like it's just more. Yeah,
it's just more of the game. Okay, it makes sense. Makes sense. Also, bigger news happened. Kirby's coming to Nintendo Alarmo of all things. We don't know when. I don't believe so. But at some point in time, I would assume maybe this year, Kirby's coming to Alarmo, so that's good. Landon, you're also, once again, you're in the news. I mean, you're tapped in, right? So I want to ask, I saw this other rumor. I don't think it was real, but you probably saw it. Metroid Prime 4 is not coming to Alarmo, right? That was fake?
I don't believe anything regarding that game until Nintendo says something at this point.
Okay.
Everybody got me hyped with those posters in the subway showing it was out now. That was is it coming?
Yeah.
But no, I seen it. I don't know. That doesn't sound like it makes sense at all. Why would that happen?
Yeah.
So far in advance, we don't even have a release date for the game. So
exactly. Yeah. I saw some tweet. It was like, "Oh, Metroid coming to Alarmo." I don't know. Speaking of that, I originally wanted to have you on to talk about where the heck are the release dates for any of these upcoming games. But now looking at it, it's just Metroid is the odd one out. We have Air Riders now. That's, November 20th, 19th, something, 21st,
I don't remember.
20th. I think 20th. 20th.
November for sure.
Count it. Something. But Metroid, what do you think's going on with that? Because September's next month. You would think there's an open slot there. No release date. October? What do you think?
I've been very like vocal with I don't like Nintendo's marketing.
Sure.
I get it. They're successful. You know, when you're doing as good as the Switch 2 is doing right now, you don't owe anybody anything. I mean, you're doing so well, who cares? People are going to buy your games. People are, you know, I just wish there was better, especially with something like Metroid Prime 4, where I feel like it still is a niche franchise, and I want that franchise to grow and reach a larger audience, and it's not going to do that if Nintendo doesn't talk about it. And that's just kind of been their game plan with the Switch 2, is just keep their cards close to their chest, reveal something with like a couple months out, drop it. So I'm expecting, I mean, there's also rumors right now saying that Metroid Prime 4 is getting a direct in September, its own little special thing at the end of the month. So if that happens, when does the game come out? I mean, we're already pushing the end of the year. I honestly don't know. I mean, it would have to be October, I would guess, in my head, you know, share the slate with Pokemon, but I mean, I don't know.
You know, October is what I thought, and that's what I thought made the most sense. But, and listen, I don't know how dumb this may or may not sound, but I feel like it being not Nintendo's biggest game of all time, I think there's a possibility that slots in like a December. I don't know if that's dumb.
No,
but,
I agree.
You know?
I mean, they did it the first year with Switch 1 with Xenoblade 2. So
and then Smash Bros, right? As well.
Oh, yeah, in 2018. So it's not crazy.
Yeah, I could see that just because, like, you know, last June of last year, like, we knew the rest of the year's lineup. Apart from Fitness Boxing 3, like, we knew it. Like, we knew Mario and Luigi. We knew all that. Yeah. So, this is really weird. I think December, is there any chance it gets delayed out of the year?
Maybe. Man, I hope not. Because then it's just like, what is with that holiday season's looking pretty empty. I don't think so. I just feel like they once again are pushing that demo like at Gamescom. They're reassuring that it's coming out this year. I saw a couple things like they were saying at Gamescom, like it's this year. So
okay,
I think it is this year. I just think for some reason, I don't know why, they're really being secretive with the information. And I'm still looking for like that big, because as a huge Metroid fan myself, I'm still not really fully convinced on what I've seen with the game. Like, you know, we haven't had that big blowout trailer, cut scenes, and, you know, fast combat and enemies and bosses and worlds. So like, we need another reveal. We need gameplay. We need dates.
Heck yeah. But hopefully September 12th, we will know that rumored direct date. We'll see. And then something else that may happen in September, folks, is that Mario Direct. And our main topic for today is to be predicting that Mario Direct. Landon has 3 and I have 3 predictions that we're going to make for this Direct that is hopefully maybe going to happen in September. It probably should. It's Mario's 40th anniversary. We talk about it all right now. Let's get to our next segment where we predict that Direct now. Folks, Mario's 40th anniversary is coming up this year, the biggest milestone since the 35th anniversary, and we know how fun and wacky that was. A lot of Mario content came out of that, a lot of cool stuff. So with the 40th, you would expect something a little similar. Well, big ol' year, that's this year, and actually next month, September, which is in a few days if you're listening to this on release date. Anyways, this Direct is maybe gonna be happening, so we're here to predict what Mario announcements could be in it. We both have 3 predictions. Landon, I will begin with you. Tell us your first prediction for this unconfirmed, rumored, hopefully happening Mario's 40th anniversary Direct.
So my first one's a little bit of a cheat. I kind of squished some things. So
okay, sure.
I think we're going to get either one of these. It's going to be either a remake or maybe a small spinoff. And just something to kind of like fill a gap for next year, early next year, I'm thinking. And I know a lot of people said like maybe Galaxy 2, and that's why I did both of these, because I don't know, because to me, Galaxy 2, if that happens, it would have to happen in a way where they can justify releasing that separate. So they would have to have some type of, you know, extra content or something, and I don't know if they're going to do that for, you know, especially since they already did it with Bowser's Fury. They have 3D Mario, I'm sure, coming, and like, why would they waste more development time on that? So I'm thinking a sports game, and I'm going Mario Baseball. It's time to bring sluggers back. Give us a Mario Baseball. Make it good, though, not like the ones on Switch 1.
Right. That would make a lot of noise, man. Mario Baseball would be great. Especially, like, you know, it's been so long. And that's like the one sports game Well, I was gonna say like the one that they're missing, but there's no Mario basketball either anymore. So
I had basketball or baseball down, and the last second chose baseball. So
I don't know. I feel like basketball would do well. Maybe not.
Yeah.
I don't know. But baseball, I would like. Solid prediction. I have a similar one, but I'll start with this one. I think, it's not the most fun prediction, but I think it's going to happen, and it has to happen here. Because Landon, two times ago, you were on the podcast. We talked about the Super Mario Bros. Movie 2. And we talked about that. And, it was freshly announced. I think that in this direct, we're going to get a little flash of the cast, or at least some mention of the Mario movie 2. Something, either a trailer, because like when the Mario movie 1 came out in April, they were doing trailers in like September. So like, we're here again. It comes out in, is it March? I think it's March of next year.
I thought it was April.
Oh, okay. It could be April. I'm a bit rusty here. But either way, a few months from now, I think you can drop a trailer. You can tell us the cast maybe. And, I'm sure it'll be mostly the same cast, but like if Yoshi's a bigger part, I'd like to know who's voicing Yoshi, all this sort of stuff. So I think some sort of Mario movie news will be in this direct. A bit of a boring one, expected one, but that's my prediction. I'm trying to go 3 for 3 here, so got to put that one in there.
Well, my second one's the same thing. So
oh shoot, okay. I didn't mean to steal it. I haven't seen yours, so
yeah, I think it's just gonna be like kind of like that one direct where they came in and they were just like, here's the cast. Just giving you kind of small details of the plot so you can like put some pieces together. Like maybe if the Koopalings are here, show the cast of the Koopalings, or show the cast of like Rosalina or a character that like kind of can give you an idea what the story is going to be like and where they're going to go. I don't know if we get like a full trailer or anything like that, but I feel like that'd be like a good chunk of information.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I would take it. If not a trailer here, though, when do you think it would come?
Ooh, I mean, like you said, we're getting close though to
we are.
The beginning of next year. So, I mean, it would have to be the end of this year sometime. I mean, the next couple of months, I would expect. Maybe even the Game Awards. Maybe that's big. But it has to be this year. I would sometime, before Christmas.
Mm-hmm, for sure. October, November, September, somewhere in here. We should see the first one, and then maybe there's a few more after that. My second prediction, a bit of a risky one, but I like my odds. I like my odds a little bit. I don't know what it's going to be, but I think there is some sort, and this is getting more risky now that I'm saying it out loud. I think there is some sort, I don't know what it is, Mario software for the Nintendo Switch 1 or 2 shadow dropped same day as the Direct. That's my prediction. I don't know. I don't know if it's Mario 35 or I guess Mario 40 now. I don't know if it's a remaster. I don't know if it's a little $5 eShop, something. They like to do it. I could see it happening here just to kind of get the festivities going,
There's nothing for September right now. So,
right?
I mean, that's it, honestly, I'm almost kind of like a little bit expecting it just because I'm like, it just sounds like something unless they have another game that they're going to shadow drop for the Nintendo Direct itself, the General Direct. I don't know what else it would, maybe it is like a Galaxy 2 drop or something.
And also, Switch 1 players are just in the dumps. I mean, they haven't had a game since Xenoblade Chronicles X or what? That's way too long. That's March. That's 5 months now, almost 6. Come on, they need something, and I feel like a remaster you can do on both consoles, and it won't hurt you. Obviously, new games you don't want to put on both unless it's like a Tomodachi Life, I guess. But apart from that, I think a remaster can go on both. You could do Galaxy 2. You could do Mario 3D Land, hopefully plus some extra content because that game's kind of short as it is. You could do that leaked and rumored collection. You've seen it, right? Of like Mario Bros. Wii, Mario Bros. 2, and was it 3D Land or what was the other one? DS?
DS, yeah.
Okay, there you go. Yeah, you can drop that or something. Anything I think will happen. So Shadow Drop, I'm calling it Mario's 40th anniversary direct. Assuming that it happens. I don't even know if this is not even a confirmed thing, but that's my second prediction.
All right, well, you know what I gotta say to end it? It's time.
I think I have an idea.
It gotta be time. It's got.
I mean, there's no better time to do it, you know? There is no better time.
I am so like, I'm trying to just not ever expect it anymore. But I'm like, what better? I mean, seriously, what perfect time? It's perfect. The Mario movie's coming out at the beginning of next year.
Right.
You're now about 8 years in October since Odyssey. It's your first year of Switch 2. And you're looking for your next huge game to get people excited for. I'm like trying to think what else that next huge game could be for them next year, besides like maybe Animal Crossing, Smash Bros, and then like 3D Mario. So anniversary direct, your 40th anniversary. There's nothing really else huge that you have that you could remake probably. Let's do it. 3D Mario. I mean, especially if they could like tie it together with that Nintendo Direct, if there is one coming the second week. So maybe you could give like a little teaser at the end of the Mario Direct. Have a full blowout at the end of the Nintendo Direct, start getting that hype. It goes alongside the movie. I mean, it'd be perfect.
That'd be optimal timing. The only other spot I feel like it could fit in, which is not as great as Mario's 40th, but like, would like a little bit after the Mario movie 2 be a decent spot as well? That's what I'm thinking. But I like your pick, you know?
I guess I gotta also remember like Nintendo's got this new marketing thing where they're keeping it very, until there's like a handful of months and then they drop the game. So it's not like Breath of the Wild where like, here's the game, 7 years later, here it comes. But I guess that could it just makes me so upset.
not to like, make you change your pick. I was just like trying to think of like when else it could be, if not now. So, I mean, I think now, like September would be the best time. And even if it's like, if they drag out the anniversary celebrations and announce it, like what if this drags out to like, how long did the Mario's 35th drag out to? I wasn't really tapped in too much, like February or March? Because like 3D World didn't come out until
March, I think.
Yeah, March. So, what if they do a little something in January? I don't know. So we'll see. We'll see. Yeah. But that would be a good time. So let me also ask this before my final prediction. Do you think, we touched on it, but I want like the official, Nin10doland answer. Do you think the September 12th is a general, not a Mario?
I think it's a general. Okay. I think it makes a lot of sense when you look at like the fact that they can wait as long as they want, but they have to get those, titles that are still coming. Like we have Kirby, yes, but they got to touch on like Metroid, maybe more on Hyrule Warriors, just stuff that they have to touch on. So I think it's a general.
I'm waiting to hear about that Tomodachi life, man. Come on. I'm waiting.
It's funny you say that because like you just brought up the Switch 1 games. I'm thinking, wait, that's right, because we still have Rhythm Heaven and Tomodachi Life for next year. I'm like, where's the Switch 1 games at in between that gap?
Nowhere near. My thought was they would drop like Metroid Prime 2 and 3 if they had a direct this month, like it was rumored or whatever, or last month. But they didn't do that. So now I'm thinking Mario remaster of some sort. And that's actually my final prediction. It's the same as yours, same as your first one, but I pushed it back as my third prediction, not my first one. So then, it can sound a little different. But my thought was also we're going to get some sort of Mario remaster or remake. Listen, I'm not trying to steal no one's predictions. I'm not trying to make two basic ones, but I'm trying to go 3 for 3. Mario movie cast, remaster or remake. For my money, it's Galaxy, but you make a good point. I don't know how they're just going to like drop that. They can't drop it alone. It has to have some sort of extra something. And then, what I say, Mario movie, remaster, and Shadow Drop, I think will happen in this direct. We will see though, but that's my third prediction. I'm excited. I hope it actually happens, because if not, like, a few months ago, we did a direct predictions podcast, and it just didn't happen. It's like, oh shoot! So I hope this one actually happens. We will see. Though, what's your confidence level this happens? And if the 12th is a general, when's the Mario one?
I think I'm more. This is crazy. I think I'm more confident that there's going to be a general than there's going to be a Mario Direct, and I don't know why. I just feel like Nintendo's just so weird. I don't really have. It's hard to expect anything now because they could do anything, and they could drop one tonight. Who knows? But I think I'm more confident. I'm leaning toward believing these general direct rumors. If that Mario Direct does happen to me, then it would have to be next week. I don't know when else. I mean, you could do it after, of course, but I just feel like it would have to be like before that general. I don't know. I'm more iffy on the Mario one, but
Right.
50-50.
I feel like, I don't know. I'm trying to think here.
It's hard.
Because do you remember when that Twitter account, like Mario's 40th, that like anniversary, account was made?
Yeah.
That rumor, I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but I feel like they're prepping something. I just feel like imagine a world where they're just almost radio silent for Mario's 40th. You can't do it. So I think we for sure have something cooking. I have
a bad feeling. Like, I have this feeling they're going to be like, in a general direct, at the very end of the general direct, have like a 10-15 minute segment dedicated to Mario's 40th instead of having a separate show. So I don't know.
What if it's like that? Remember last year, they did like that mini direct and Indie World back to back. They should just do that here. You can knock them both out.
Gosh,
that'd
be perfect.
Oh my God, that'd be great. Like 40-minute general, then like 20-minute Mario. Okay, but let me see. Mario's 40th anniversary. So this is what? September, is it 13th is the day? 14th?
I think it's the 14th, but the 35th anniversary direct happened on the 3rd.
Okay. So that makes good sense. I just wonder, like, that September 12th rumored direct, like, that's a Friday. I just wonder if, like, they're trying to line it up with the thing, and that's why it's on a Friday. Like, you can't do it on a Sunday. So that leads me to believe that's a Mario direct. But I guess if Switch Force... What did he say to make it seem like it was a general?
He came out straight up because I guess a lot of people were asking, like, are you like, because last time it was an indie, so it was like, he's like, this is the real deal, this is the one. He even made a video on it on his channel, like, this is the one you guys have been waiting for. This is general.
Okay. Then I can buy that now. Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, or maybe it's some more. I'm kidding. I'm just being hopeful, but yeah, I mean, according to that, what you just said, that sounds like a general to me. So yeah, general direct on the 12th. Switch Force is on some sort of run, and we'll see when/if we get a Mario one. We'll see. Those are our predictions. Thank you for listening to those. But now it is time, folks, to get to your favorite segment, the question block segment, where me and Landon answer your questions. You asked us about Mario, Nintendo, all the good stuff. Let's go ahead and get to it. You have made it to the question block segment, folks, where I've been told to say Landon and I. That is more proper. Landon and I answer your questions you asked us. If you want to ask us any sort of questions, there are a few ways to do so. Number one, you can go to my YouTube community tab every week. I make a little post on there asking for questions. If you don't want to do that, you can join the Discord server, link down below. If not that, you can email mariomatterquestions@gmail.com, which may be the most, easy access way to do it. So we always are checking that one. The emails have the fun questions, and we have a couple of those today. First up, Ryan asks Landon and I, would you rather have a Nintendo Switch Sports sequel or a Wii Sports Resort remaster on Switch 2? I'll start with you. Let's see.
Ooh.
That's tough.
Give me the remaster.
I think I lean the same way. If it's like a true remaster. Now, Landon, I don't want none of those sports mates in this game. I want pure Mii's in it better be a true remaster. That's what I'm asking for.
Wii Sports, that Resort just had like that flair, that flavor to it. Like you had like the little sword mini game when you're like taking out all the people on the bridge and stuff. Right. And there was just like the little plane flying stuff. It just felt like it had the sports stuff to get serious, but it also had the fun, unique, quirky Nintendo stuff, and I didn't get that with Switch Sports. So, yeah, bring me Resort back.
I'll take Resort. Switch Sports is fun, but am I wrong to say it almost feels like less of a game than Wii Sports Resort? I feel like Resort had not only just a bunch of sports and modes, but like a bunch of modes in those modes. Like you can do the bowling, but then there's bowling, there's 100-pin bowling. Like it's different, you got to avoid the obstacles and stuff. I feel like there's less of that sort of thing in Switch Sports. I'll take my Resort remaster. I'll take it. Done.
Yeah, they plus they didn't add sports until like I remember we was watching a direct like a year later and there's like basketball's coming to Switch Sports. I'm like, what?
Yeah,
what?
It's like 2 years later they added that. It's like what took so long? I don't know.
Gosh.
But I'll take Resort. I'll pay $60 for that. I'm not paying 70. I'll pay 60. Would you pay 60 or 70 or 80?
I'll pay 60. 60 sounds
Okay.
right. Yeah.
I mean, if it was 80, I mean, listen, they can still take my money, but you know,
80's up there, but
yeah, definitely. But you know, they can have my money if it's Wii Sports Resort in 4K. But C-Dog the GOAT, I don't know if you've played this. Maybe you have, maybe you haven't. What is your take on Madden for Switch 2? Do you think it's good or bad? Personally, I love it. All right, Landon, have you played Madden on Switch?
I have not played it on the Switch.
Okay. I picked the wrong question to put on this podcast. I can answer, though. I think Madden on the Switch 2, coming from someone who plays on the PS5, it's unplayable for me.
Oh, wow.
I don't like it at all. I feel like my controls are delayed. It just runs awful. Like, what's my reason to play it on the Switch? I guess if you don't have a different console to play it on, sure, by all means. But like, it just runs awful. There's plenty of stutters. It just feels half baked. I just couldn't not recommend it more. If you have a different console, which not everyone does, I understand. But like, if you just so happen to have that option, get it somewhere else. Because I bought it, I can play it on the go. No, it's just like it's like Madden Mobile. It's like Madden Mobile in 2016. It's like that's how it is. Like, it's just not great, not the optimal experience. I give credit. Most of like all the features are in the game, like Ultimate Team and all that, but I cannot get into that. Now maybe Madden 27 will be better. We'll see. They can have more time to work on it. I don't know, but I'm not rocking with Madden 26 on Switch 2. That's my take.
That scares me because I'm like, I've kind of always still had that mindset, even with Switch 2, where like I just don't feel confident buying third-party games on anything but my PS5 still until I see like massive improvement or something like that. And then like you said, like I normally just buy like my 2K and the show and stuff on like my PS5. I don't bother.
Right.
But like, yeah, that's. Man, for you to say it's like that bad. I heard bad things, but man, that's like Madden Mobile on Switch 2.
And maybe it's just a result of me coming over from PS5 where everything's so smooth. Maybe that's just why it's so bad. And to the normal person who just plays Switch 2, it's not as bad. But like for me, I cannot get into it. I played for a couple hours. I just can't. I just cannot. And I'm sure last time someone else is loving it. C-Dog, who asked this question, is loving it. I just myself cannot do it. But the Luigi Matter, great name, asks, is there any game, this is a broad question, any game that made you cry? I'll start with you, but I have to think. I don't think so.
Okay, I don't think the game itself made me cry, but there's only one reveal ever that I actually like teared up.
Oh, okay. That's
and I was like, I couldn't believe, because like I don't cry over anything. I just think it was just like a wave of nostalgia when they announced the 1,000-Year Door.
Oh yeah,
hearing that like intro theme, the book opening up, man, it just took me straight back to my childhood. It's one of those things I was like, it's never gonna happen. I'm set. It's never gonna happen. I'm gonna keep my copy on GameCube forever. And yeah, that took me, but nothing like really in game.
Right. Like there's no, crying cutscene that's gonna, like we are grown manly men. We don't cry at video games. But yeah, not for me. The only thing maybe is when I was like 4 and my brother kicked me off the Wii when I was playing, Wii Nickelodeon Fit. But like apart from that, nothing, like no cutscene, honestly, no like reveal. Listen, I cannot wait until I have that feeling that you had when you saw 1,000-Year Door get remade. I haven't really had that feeling. Like honestly, the closest I've gotten to that was Tomodachi Life, Living the Dream getting shown off. I was going crazy because that game's a big part of my childhood. I'm a little younger, so like when that game came out, I was maybe I was 8 years old, believe it or not. So like that was a big part of like my growing up elementary school type thing. Got it on release date. It was great. So to see it come back now is great. 10 years later, but I mean, yeah. Apart from that, never cried over a game. I'm just waiting for my big reveal. Like, listen. That 1,000 Year Door would be like that'd be my Animal Crossing New Leaf. If that comes back in any sort of like 4K remaster, I mean, you won't hear from me, or maybe you'll hear too much from me for like the next year. Like it'll be crazy. But the problem is that's not a game that you remaster. Like you don't remaster Animal Crossing games because like why would you do that? Like, there's no point. That's tough. But
yeah.
Listen, I can hope maybe one day they'll have 3DS Virtual Console and technology will be so developed that it's in 8K quality just naturally. They had to do no work and, I'll be living the dream. No pun intended. But yeah, who knows? We will see. Then, Landon, I have to give you some context on our next question. So this comes from CJ Nesbitt. CJ has been emailing in questions to the podcast ever since like April. This guy's been trying to save up money for a Switch 2. He is, like, we make podcast YouTube Shorts clips out of these questions. He is the most viewed question asker on a YouTube short. We are getting CJ his Nintendo Switch 2, and he writes into us with an update. Hey, Max, I'm still raising money for my Switch 2. I have $386.58. That 58 cents coming in clutch. I was wondering what accessories or games I should get for the Switch 2 when I get it. All right, let's both give one accessory and one game. I'll start with you. Save your money, get games. Okay. So no accessory, huh?
No accessories. No. I don't know actually, because I'm like, the accessories that I have, I don't really use any of them. I mean, besides the Pro Controller, but even with that, I'm like, if you have a Switch 1 Pro Controller, you're still good to go. I mean, there's not really anything that I mean, even the camera, I mean, you can use any USB camera, which I found out after I bought it, and I was like, really?
Yeah.
But now I'm like looking at my stuff. I'm like, lots of the stuff still sitting on my floor that I don't even use, not even the grip or anything. So
right, like the Joy-Con wheels, like when are you gonna pull those out?
Yeah, I mean, get you Donkey Kong, get you Mario Kart, you're set.
I have to agree. The only accessory that you should buy, if any, is the Pro Controller. Because that's just buttery, that thing. So I'd recommend that. It is expensive. They just raised the price too, I think. So there's that. But I'd say that's the best one you can buy. I wouldn't buy the Joy-Con wheels unless like if you really want them, they're cool, but you won't play with them most of the time.
Yeah.
There's the camera, there's the wheels. Get yourself an SD card, obviously.
Yeah.
Apart from that, you should be all set. Comes with Joy-Cons, obviously. It'd be a crime if it didn't. So you have those. Pro Controller, you're set. So I'd say just roll with that, CJ. The only problem with that is, you're saving up $450. You're gonna have to save a little bit more for all that. But CJ, you got this. Run those lemonade stands. School's back in session. Take candy to school. Go resell it for $10. I mean, CJ, we're getting you your Switch 2. I actually want to have him on for like a 5-minute interview once he gets it. Like, what's your advice? Like, what did you do for anyone else trying to get this? So, all right, CJ, we can set that up, CJ, once you get the Switch 2. Finally, Luke asks, which console should I get? The Wii U or the new 3DS XL? Some options. That, that generation of Nintendo was a good one.
It was.
Tough
you
question.
You gotta go 3DS, I would think. I mean, now I think it depends. Does he have most of the? Because the Switch has a lot of Wii U games now.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you're not really missing anything besides like Kirby and the Rainbow Curse and like Yoshi's Woolly World.
Nin10doland, no pun intended.
Yeah, that game though. That is a game to have the Wii U for.
That is great. I just played it like last weekend. It's so good.
Oh my gosh, it's so good. But yeah, 3DS got still a lot of bangers that haven't been transferred over to Switch. So, I mean, you got 2 great Kirby games. Kid Icarus Uprising still on that. One of the best games ever. Yeah. I gotta go 3DS.
I agree. I was gonna say Wii U because it's just so awesome and it's very nostalgic for me. And the home menu's got all sorts of cool music. But I think 3DS is where you'll find the most new experiences, as you just perfectly put. All the games that have not been brought over yet. Yeah. And there are a few that have, Metopia and all that. But I think you'll find, as you just said, not to repeat your whole thing, you will find some new stuff over there. So I do agree with that. I was gonna say Wii U, but that's a great point. Yeah, Wii U, you're getting Nintendo. Wii Party U. If you buy Wii U, get Wii Party U. That's my suggestion.
You have Wii Party U. Yeah,
Wii Party U is legit. That's like, bro, that's the best game of all time. Have you played it?
I played the Wii one a lot. Like I was really addicted to the Wii one. That game board was like really fun. I have the Wii U one. I don't think I played it for more than I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't remember.
The way that they use the gamepad is so fun. You have to like run, like put it like 10 feet away from you, run to it, then like run back. It's cool. It's so cool. So that I miss. But Wii Party U is great. It's just kind of expensive now. So anyone out there,
is it really?
Play it. It's like $70, I think,
what?
or 80. It's crazy. It's rare now.
Wow.
I have 2 copies of it because my grandma had like a Wii U, and now she doesn't need it anymore. I mean, like she had it like for her grandkids. I'm one of them. So she gave it. I have it now. I don't know. I have Wii Party U twice. It's cool, but buy it because it's a great game. But folks, thank you very much for tuning in. This was the Mario Matter episode 155. Landon, thank you for joining us. I appreciate it. The floor is yours if you want to shout out any upcoming projects, or if your video coming out Saturday, which is when this podcast releases, you can fire away. Where can they find you? All that good stuff. Let us know.
Well, you can find me Nin10doland on Twitter, YouTube. I am probably going to be doing a lot of Kirby stuff for the weekend until next week, where I'll probably be doing a lot of Silk Song stuff, which is crazy to even think about.
Yeah.
But I'll just probably be covering some story stuff, some lore and stuff like that. Until we wait until next month, which is only 3 days away. So
that's crazy.
It could get really hyped soon. So yeah.
September, things will hopefully heat up, folks. Thank you for listening. I will see you next Saturday for even more Nintendo goodness. Adios.